In today's video, I'm going to walk you through how we book an average of 7 sales calls every single day through cold email so you can do the same. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Laurence. I built and scaled 2 different agencies, Laurence Marketing and now Hey You, where we help other agencies just like you to put more sales calls on your calendar, sign more clients and grow your agency. I'm going to be sharing everything that we do so you can kind of install the same thinking and systems into your business so you can generate the same results. So this is one you definitely don't want to miss. So step 1 is all about understanding your goals. For us, our goal at the moment is to generate 6 sales calls a day through cold email. That is what we need to fill our closers' calendars. We do the complete opposite of what everybody else does. Here's what pretty much everybody else does. They create a campaign, they press send, they cross their fingers, and they hope and they pray to the email gods that they're going to get results. And they don't really know what results they're going to get, and it's sometimes a surprise, and it's really just rolling the dice and hoping that they get some calls on their calendar. And we like to reverse engineer the entire process. So we start with the number of calls that we want to get booked. So in this case, it is 6. And then we go, right, now we know what we want. We want 6 sales calls a day. How many people do we need to contact in order to make that happen? Because of our experience, and we've been doing this for a very long time, we've got a pretty good understanding that based on the email strategy that we're implementing, how many people we need to contact in order to get a certain number of calls on the calendar. So we're able to pretty easily identify that, if we want X amount of calls, we need to contact X amount of leads. And for example, next week, we've got one of our sales guys coming back off holiday. So we're going to need 12 or 13 calls put onto the sales calendar. So we now know what we need to do in order to fill that gap as well. So the really important metric to know and to understand for your business is your average booking rate. And in order to calculate that, you need to divide 1 by the number of leads it takes to generate a sales call. So it might take you, let's say it takes you 200 leads to generate a sales call. You divide 1 by 200 and then multiply that number by 100 to get your average booking rate. And in this scenario, this example, it would be a 0.5% booking rate. So now we have that number. We now know that if we want to get a sales call on the calendar, we need to contact 200 people. And obviously there's going to be fluctuations and variations, but we just got to take the average here. You might be sat here thinking, I don't know what my average booking rate is, and I haven't necessarily done enough email campaigns to be able to get a clear understanding of what that number is. So how do I find out? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's by actually doing it. And by doing it to a large enough data set to be able to get an accurate answer from the market. I can't sit here and tell you what your average booking rate is going to be because I don't know your market, I don't know your offer, I don't know what you're doing in your cold email. So the only way to find out is to actually do it. Even if I knew all of those things, I still wouldn't be able to give you an accurate answer. And there's only one way to find out, and that is by actually doing it. So you need to go out and find out what that answer actually is. And once you know that answer, then you're able to work backwards from your goal and find out that if I want, say, 3 calls a day on my calendar, then I need to send out X number of emails or contact X number of leads in order to generate those sales calls.
Hey, just real quick, sorry to interrupt the video, but I just wanted to let you know of our brand new free course that we have just launched that takes you through how to book more appointments on your sales calendar through cold email. The course is completely free. It comes with a free community as well, where there's live calls where you can ask me anything, get your questions answered. The second link in the description is going to take you to the free course, as I say, completely free, and it's going to walk you through how to get success from your cold email campaigns. So I will leave it there and enjoy the rest of the video.
Now, the second step that we do and ensure that is in place in our email strategy in order to generate those 7 sales calls every single day is around our offer and our messaging. Now, nothing is going to move the needle more in your campaign than your offer and your messaging. And the number one thing that is lacking in a cold email is trust. If you don't have trust, then you're not going to get the prospect to take the action that you want them to take. And when you're sending a cold email and you're landing in someone's inbox and you're a complete stranger, there is zero trust. There's only three ways where trust can be got. And that is through either yourself, it is through your clients, and it is through your offer. And it is very, very difficult to convey a level of trust about yourself on a sales call. So on a sales email, sorry. So you cannot kind of use you as the trust builder. And it's also very difficult to convey trust through your client testimonials on a cold email, because lots of people have lots of client testimonials. So it doesn't create enough trust. The easiest, most effective way to create trust in a cold email is through your offer and through your messaging. So you need to think about, how can I create trust? The trust comes from somebody thinking, well, this person is so confident about the results and their service that they're willing to provide that they're actually able to guarantee some sort of outcome. There's a risk reversal in place. There is something in place to instill in me that this person is very confident, and therefore it creates that trust. Making sure that you have a solid offer in place is going to be really important if you want to, for example, generate 7 sales calls through cold email on average every single day. Now, the third step is how we actually deliver that message. And I'm not talking about sending an email. I'm talking about, how do we convey what we're saying in a unique, in a different, in a way that makes people sit up and take notice way. How do we do that? Personalization is really, really important in today's cold email world. There's so much competition in people's inboxes, everybody vying for attention, that we need to be able to come in and break their thought pattern and kind of interrupt the way that they're going through their inbox and make ourselves stand out. And we do that through personalized video. Video is one of the most effective tools at the moment to convey your message, and personalization is another great way to do it. And when you can combine the two, which we do, that's when you're going to see really good results. Now, of course, personalization and video both take a lot of time to do. So we use a software called SendPotion, 2 different words. I think it's sendpotion.com. You can actually click a link in the description below, and what that allows you to do, instead of paying for an annual subscription, which you have to do through their website, we've created a deal with SendPotion where my audience, i.e. you, can benefit from paying month to month, so you don't have to sign up to a 12-month commitment. SendPotion actually allows us to create one video once and then send it out to lots of different people every single day, and actually address them on a first name basis.
Hey Michael, I'm sending you this personal video for 2 reasons really. One, to let you know that I'm reaching out to you from one human being to another. And number 2, to introduce you to an opportunity that I think you're going to love, but it doesn't work for everybody. So I thought there's no harm in reaching out and seeing if it's a good fit.
So we're able to position and package our offer in a very unique way where it looks like I'm creating a personalized video to every individual person, and it's unique, and it helps people actually listen to our message and take it on board. Because if we have the best offer in the world, but we're just doing a kind of plain text email, the likelihood of people watching that, or reading it, should I say, and taking it in is a lot less than if, I've created a personalized video for somebody where I'm on their website, I'm addressing them by a first name, and I am kind of putting a bit more emotion behind my words as well. Just to recap the 3 ways that we're able to generate an average of 7 sales calls every single day through cold email. Number 1 is actually understanding our goal in the first place and figuring out what we need to do to achieve that goal. Number 2 is making sure that we have a really dialed in and effective offer and messaging. And then number 3 is how we actually distribute and communicate that message and offering to our prospects to be able to stand out inside a very noisy and crowded inbox. If you want help to fill your sales calendar, if you want to be able to generate more appointments through cold email for your agency, for your coaching business, your consulting business, whatever it may be, then click the first link in the description and we'll explain exactly how we can help. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.